Welcome to the Real Smartphones for Element 3D. This is your downloaded folder, unzip. Here you will find a folder called Reality Kit Models. You must copy and paste this folder to the Element 3D Models folder. This folder is usually in the Startup disk inside the Documents and Settings Video Copilot folder. So there you will find the Models folder and you must copy and paste this folder. Here there's a Comps folder listed in categories more than 140 ready-made 3D scenes. So here are the app screens. Then you have the female and male gestures, and inside there is a landscape or a portrait setup. Then you have landscape smartphones, other scenes, we will look closer in a few minutes, one smartphone scenes, two smartphone scenes, three and multiple smartphone scenes. Let's see how you can customize this template. All scenes are identical, and in the top of the stack is a blue color layer for the controls. From here, you have the option to switch device. Both devices are the newest device from Apple. Then you have the floor checkbox, on or off. This is a floor on the bottom where we just see the drop shadow, floor shadow opacity. And then there are two colors for the smartphone. The first color is the main color and the second color is this stripe. These settings are identical for all scenes. Next is the depth of field adjustment. This DOF layer uses the last layer in the stack, the gradient. So by double clicking this depth of field map, you will see a ramp. In the white areas of the ramp, the depth of field gets in place by adjusting depth of field radius here. In the white areas, you have a depth of field which can be, of course, animated. Then you have the light controls using this brown color layer, three wheels. And as you see, you are adjusting how the lights falls in your devices. Then is the camera. Of course, the camera can be animated. And here is the yellow color layer, which is the animation controller for the device. From here, you can move, you can rotate the device and make new animation and new scenes, of course. With the red color layer are the placeholder. So here is the first placeholder. You double click and place your image just here inside this red color layer. These layers are for the dynamic island and status bars. These are enabled only in the Pro version. So when you select the checkbox here to use the non-Pro device, these dynamic island and status bar are switched off. There are 10 animations prepared for the dynamic island. When you place a dynamic island, you need to go to the status bar and place the same number here, because the animation is adjusted, as you see here, for the status bar as well. So, dynamic island number must be the same with the status bar number. Let's go to another scene. Let's go to a gesture scene. Let's pick a female and a portrait. Here is the holding hand, and everything is linked on that holding hand. Here is the controls, so you can position differently, you can rotate, and everything is moving because these yellow layers are linked to this hand holding. The gesture is this controller here. You have some keyframes here. And the smartphone is a different controller here. You have the option to switch between hand colors, a light hand color and a dark one. Here with the brown color layer, you have the option to adjust the light for the hands and the device as well. The placeholder is inside this red color layer. So here's placeholder number 1 and placeholder number 2. Double click the placeholder 1, place your image just above this gray color layer, and the same to placeholder number 2. Let's go to a landscape device. Here again you have the blue color layer, the depth of field adjustment, light settings, floor position adjustment, as you see here, the smartphone animation, the keyframes are here, and of course you have the placeholder, which is here. Switching device is easy. Let's see some other scenes. The first one is for some app ratings. So you have 2 green color layers, rating 1 and rating 2. The controls for the colors are here in the blue color layer. Text number 1, number 2, background color, this one, the rating background, and the stats color is here. Let's jump to one smartphone scenes. The same structure again. The blue color layer is for the controls. Adjust the depth of field using this depth of field layer. You need to enable that here. Light settings, floor position. The animation is this yellow color layer, and of course the placeholder, which is again in this red color layer. The same happened to this category, which has 2 smartphone scenes. You have 2 controllers here and 2 placeholders. 3 smartphone scenes are here, and the addition is that here you have 3 yellow layers for the animation and 3 placeholders, 1 for every device. I hope you enjoy working with this Element 3D template. Make new scenes and great promos. Thanks for watching.